All right. We are live. It is incredibly early in the morning. For whoever told me there was an echo in the last video, thank you so much. There was. Figured out what it was. I had accidentally turned the dial wheel on my volume way too high, and it was causing it to echo. Should be fixed now. However, we did get an update in between last episode and this one. We are currently on version 1.2.1, which there's a whole bunch of changes, but I don't think any of those changes had any effect on anything we were doing. From what I understand, at least. So for now, I think we're okay. What I do want to do, though, is expand this out a little bit and then create some more of the nitro reactors instead of just the spirited one. I believe that's where I'm headed. Good morning, Josh. How are you? I'm honestly kind of shocked anybody's up. It is way early for me. All right, so if I do that, then I'm going to need, first of all, patterns. What's up, Twist? How's it going? It's wild that you guys are up when I stream at night and you guys are up when I stream in the morning. That's absolutely wild to me. What's up, Dead Soul? How's it going? Doing well very early in the morning for us? Yeah, exactly. It is so incredibly early in the morning. Nitro crystals, energizing. We'll go ahead and encode that. And then also encode that. Toss that in there. This gets tossed in here. Did you update the pack? I did update the pack. We are on version 1.2.1. I think it's funny that they instantly had to come out with an update for it. I don't understand why the pack couldn't just be ready to go when it came out, but that is okay. All of chapter 1 got reset for you? Quest. Chapter 1. Oh, me too. Okay, honestly, it's a little better. It is better. I think this quest line is definitely better. Than it was, for sure. Chapter 2. Ooh. Got mystical egg. Foundry. Very interesting. The Wither have a spawn egg? And I do like how they included a way to get to the end in there. Very cool. Okay, so now I also need nitro reactor. That's going to need to be a pattern. This will need to be a pattern. And then I should be able to do that. Blaze rods and clay. I had a pattern for clay. Oh, I have a pattern for clay balls. Clay. And we got a lot of blaze powder. I mean, molten cores. Okay, well, in that case... let's throw this one in here, and we're gonna go grab some blaze rods real quick. I gotta get so close to these dudes. Mud and mechanism machine is the best way to get clay. I've got the mystical ag essences for it that allow me to just make it automatically with, like, I think it's water and dirt essence. So I don't even have to mess with anything else. It can just auto craft. No processing patterns needed. Alright, surely that's enough. Yeah, my entire inventory's full. Sweet! Chat, is this real? Yes, it's real. I am up incredibly early, streaming for you beautiful people. I do want to take all the gems that I got over to our gem chest here in just a second. And throw that back in there. There's a lot of gems there. Okay, put the blaze spawn egg back. Put those two back. Okay, I think we're good. Let's throw the linking tool back in there. Man, come on. There we go. We come over here. No, I don't want that on. Thank you. Excellent. What the heck? John is live at this hour? PT, I did it just for you. Not really, no. I'm trying to see how this works. Streaming really early in the morning for me. To see if I can accommodate more of my European audience. There's that one. Flawless is that line. Flawless is this line. Brawler's gems go there. Where are those there? Just a normal gem of the combatant would go there. Slipstream. These are the unique ones. I'm trying to make sure every single gem has a place. I didn't mean to throw that out.
P Crossfire says, I knew from the start I was special.
That's funny. Okay, I think those are semi-organized. Ballast gems already have a spot. Tyrannical does not. Flawless would be this line. Lightning gem. Gem of the Earth isn't there yet. We'll put it there. Flawless Gem of the Warlords. Alright, we're getting close here. Yo, what's up, Balrog? How's it going? Gone live at this hour? Yeah, for real. For real. Tyrannical are these. So that's a normal one. This is the flawed one. Okay. Dare I say it, I think I've got those semi-organized. And then as more come in, I can continue to organize them more. But I do want to unselect and then reselect them all. Because there were some that were out of place. I'm doing really good. It's 1 p.m. there? That's crazy. It is 5:30 a.m. here. That's crazy. What's up, Con? How's it going? How are you? Mad Moxie, you're so lost trying to figure everything out. Well, that's unfortunate. What in particular are you having trouble figuring out? That doesn't seem that organized. So everything has a line, and each type of gem goes on that line, and it goes from the flawed to the perfect. And then there's just a second set of gems over to the side. So that way each gem starts stacking. I usually watch you on YouTube. Didn't know you were on Twitch. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Yeah, midday in Europe. That's exactly why I'm streaming right now. All right, so with that out of the way, I should theoretically, hopefully, be able to make 36 of these. Yeah. And hopefully it does it without too much trouble or time either. Which I don't know. It's looking like it might take a little bit of time. But that's okay, as long as it works. Have I tried the bulk cells? I have not. We're talking about these guys, right? I could make a pattern for them. Bulk item filter, compression card. What would you want me to store in the bulk cells? P.S. They're most useful with normal cell types. So not with the bulk storage components, but with the normal storage components, and then put it into a bulk item storage cell. It looks like it only works for that one. Bulk cells have a little to max long. Got it. That makes sense. But it only does it of one. They're not for storage. The antithesis of a conventional storage cell. Single items, now in itself. Got to be partitioned. Thank you for the time, Fluid Vid. It helped me put another 10% of the gin bottle. Doesn't affect the number of eggs used in percentage. I got so mad. Yeah, okay, so when I made it, did you see the change to the infinite cell? I have not yet. I'll take a look. When I made that video, everything I said was correct, but like every video I make, they nerfed it and changed it, and so that's now incorrect. So I'm very sorry about that. But that, unfortunately, is something out of my control. I can't go back and retroactively change the video from what was correct to what is now correct. In fact, I'm pretty sure, and I've mentioned this before, that the All the Mods team actually watches my videos to see what to nerf. Like, I'm pretty sure. Decompression module. Okay, so what is this for? What would I use this for? That's the only question I have.
Chris Winston says, "Hey, I wasn't expecting you to stream this early."
I wasn't expecting to stream this early, but I actually did wake up and feel rested, and so we're going for it. Trying to hit more of the European audience. All the nerfs, exactly. Sure, you might never need more than a few million of most items, but a big number is good. Therefore, bulk cells. I mean, I can do it. Hey, thanks for following. I appreciate it. All right. We can make them. It's not like it's hard or really that expensive even. Other than whatever the 1 million this thing is. That's a little more expensive. All right, put all that in there. And then I can make them now. Early stream, very, very early stream. Imagine you have 1 million items of each ingot. You would need a few of the 256Ks in order to store them. That's fair, but with bulk cells, you can partition them with equal distribution card, and then you can hold 17 million of each type. in one 256 case cell. That makes a lot of sense if I didn't have this. Like if I wasn't able to hold a 170 million of each, right? Does this make that less worth it? I feel like it does, at least a little bit, right? But I do hear what you're saying, and I do see the point of the bulk cells now. Let's make like 10 of them. Missing Sky Steel blocks. The heck is that used for? What? I don't have a pattern for that, or for normal Sky Steel. Okay. Or for Sky Stone. Alright, let's go figure all of those out real quick. Sky Stone, and then this one is a reaction chamber. Okay. I need to get a pattern provider upgrade. Take one of those. Craft it like that. And then I am going to throw this one into here. Use this on that. Throw that into there, and now I should... you got a point there. I never use functional storage, so I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it is an early stream, Seth. A very, very early stream. Ooh, 20 of those are done. I'm going to throw those back in there. Molten core. Bulk cells 10, next start. So if I get the the functional storage, it could all be inside of a bulk cell. You're right. But very easy. Good morning. It's barely past noon here, so I'm not fully awake. I feel that. It's barely past 5:30 a.m. here. So I'm barely awake. Alright, so I do need that. Some of this. I said I was going to go look at the infinity cells. That one looks the same. That one looks the same as well. The lava one? Is that the one that I thought this was the same? Which infinity cell changed? What were you talking about there, Dead Soul? Because I don't see any of those having changed yet. Alright. Literally just looking for the word small. Change them all. We pull them back out. Need a stick. Jeez, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I don't think it could... I mean, theoretically, it could all fit inside of there. You would have to partition it correctly. But I think the point's mostly just that you could use a few bulk cells to replace that whole drawer wall. Alright. I'm looking for a stick. That's what I came for. And do that. Keep it coming this way. Perfect. Oh, that actually was perfect. Okay. We'll place this guy down right here. Then I will probably have to place an item pipe down, I think, before it'll actually like connect to it. Let's see if I can do that with a pipe wrench. Actually, let's grab a water bucket first. We'll use that. And then grab a pipe wrench. Not that. It doesn't let me. That's weird. Any thoughts on that one? 'Cause it should let you connect it, right? But currently it is not letting me. Move the pipe up when it has this bug. I'm just gonna do that then. Okay, so with that out of the way, it should be getting all of the stuff. We're gonna turn auto mode on, water, dry ice, uraninite, coal, redstone. I think I just need a flux plug. Flux plug. Set it right there. It's the wrong spot. That's the right spot. All right, connect that up to the network. You should be good to go. Should be able to draw power from that.
P Crossfire says, sad wisdom, singularity tanks no longer act as an infinite liquid source for cobble galore generators. Wink with a frown.
That's sad. It's in the update log. Like back to work. Okay, let's go look at that real quick then. Because I may have missed that. Infinity cells. Change to infinity cell recipes for consistency. They may have changed some of them, but I didn't see. I didn't see exactly what it was. All the knives is back, yeah, exactly. I didn't see exactly what the recipe change was, and all of the ones that I normally use look normal. If that helps you at all, Dead Soul. That's the answer I got for you. I mean, okay, so let's go ahead and just make sure we're not going to have power issues ever. And I think let's go ahead and take the 3 spirited reactors down. And then I'm going to actually put all of those into here with all of the extra stuff for it. With the exception of the plugs, I'm going to keep those on me. And then we're going to go at power. Nitro reactors. I want 36 times. Where's that button? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get that started. Hopefully that's not too bad on power. It probably will be, but that's whatever. I think the only thing we're really going to look at there is the time it's going to take to actually make those. Because I think it's going to take quite a while. But that's okay. Yeah, they didn't say in the logs. Anyone got any idea when all the mods 11 might be released? I heard it's usually after they make the To the Sky version. It's actually usually after they release the new actual version of Minecraft. So all the mods 10 came out like a week after 1.21.1 came out. So it's probably just right after whenever the next version of actual Minecraft drops. Didn't know you can multiply in demand? Yeah!
P Crossfire
it's
says,
like a whole
wise
math
wisdom,
thing.
Extreme reactors now have the same settings as an ATM10, so that makes all other power generation sources useless like it always W.
Interesting. See, I never really used extreme reactors for power. Like, I always basically just used power for that. Oh, I didn't grab all of them. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now it's going to have to make all 36 of those. Oh, that's funny. I will say at least it's going quickly. And most of our power is holding incredibly steadily. How's the chest holding up? Also, how are crystals? It looks like it's still just doing its thing. Time crystals are just working. So that means I should make a time wand. I'll throw it here. Then... I mean, do we rush bees? At this point, it's not rushing bees, but do we go for bees? Me too, I'm kind of a power guy. I agree. Power is one of, if not the worst power generation mod in Minecraft. That's actually a crazy statement. That's crazy. Also, I disagree. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. What's up, John? How's the baby going again? Congrats, mate. Man, baby's doing great. Currently sleeping, obviously. But baby's doing really good. Growing, healthy, happy. Like 99th percentile on every single metric out there. Which is fun. Power clears all power mods. I don't know what that exactly means, but I agree it's great. Do you organize your regular drawers in any way or not? Kind of. Or should we dust up? Yeah. That's funny. Is that Syndicate merch? Yes, it is. It definitely is. We rep it. We repping it. I love it. It's my, actually, we're doing both. We got Syndicate merch, and then we got my merch on underneath. How it's easy to set up, and once it's done, you just let it run, so it's nice. Exactly. Yeah, I do. I love it. So I do need an export card for time fluid. Which I could set up pretty easily. And I probably should.
Crossfire says, cute wisdom. If you convert time crystals into time fluid and put it in your Me system, you refill your time wand directly from the system. Yeah,
I've done that before with the export card, and we probably will end up doing that again. Which is kind of why I want the time bee. Because I think it would be a lot easier to go that route. Time crystal blocks, we'll go ahead and make 2 of those. Which in that case means I mostly need the fluid. And then a few other bee spawn eggs, and then we're basically there. I'm assuming that the honey treat glitch, which I suppose was actually a glitch, is fixed in this one. I can only assume. It also works on Endertakes. Good. When will my night return? I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. But I do watch all of his Life of Tom vids. Pretty good. I enjoy keeping up with what he's up to. Especially since it's odd, but he tends to do things at the exact same time that I do. Like, I bought a house at the same time he bought his property. And it's just been a lot of fun keeping up with him mostly. I'm going to break this one and then break all of these here. Then we're going to place that down right there. I am going to go back in and grab another bucket of water real quick. That way I have it. And then the goal is when I place these item pipes down here, it'll reconnect. It does. Dump the water in. All good. Auto mode on. And then we're going to add the plug. The front. Perfect. Make sure it's connected to the right network. We should be good to go there. So we got 2 of those running. How fast are they running? At like 478 FE a tick. That's pretty good. Did you soul lava already? I have not done soul lava. Yeah, the farm property. Yep. Only if you have unsanity coils. One of those extreme reactor turbines you saw on the TTS server will get you like 40 million FE per tick for it costs like 1 uranium ingot every 30 seconds. That's not that bad. Do you have the... Do you have to get the seeds for all the ores in the Skyblock version? No, there's a bunch of different ways to do that.
P Crossfire says, factual wisdom, a 17x17 extreme reactor makes more than all of those nitro reactors.
Yes, but is it? It is easier. I understand that it is easier theoretically, but for where I'm at now, having this fully automated and not having to do anything really or place any blocks, hard to beat. We'll place another one down real quick. We're just going to get all of these set down. And then once we're done, it should just be 6 of them total. We'll dump the water in there. Place that down real quick. And then I just need to get the plug and everything on it. Auto mode on. Toss the plug down. Should be good to go. Excellent. Did they pay me? We asking PT if Extreme Reactors paid him? It only takes coal, iron, and uranium to maintain and make. Yeah, it's not bad. I understand that. I understand the concept of Extreme Reactor. Can you have multiple assembler matrix in a single AME system? I'm starting to run out of space. 100% you can. These guys, right? In fact, there was one world where we ended up with 3 of them. I think it was our Feed the Beast Skies 2 world. We ended up with 3. So yeah, you definitely can. Also, you should see if you can put other fluids into the power reactor instead of water. I know in Feed the Beast Evolution makes it more efficient. Just press U on your Uranite and JI and look around in the tab. We can do that. So those are the only fuels. How do I go? This solid coolants, liquid coolants. I can use witch water, but it's all exactly the same. Those are the only coolants there are, which is unfortunate. And then dry ice that I'm using right now is the best that you can, which is pretty good. We will probably do time be next. Crafting 16 of those. That's going pretty quick, honestly. For how much power that actually uses. That's not bad at all. Okay. Double check on gems again. Yeah, it fills up. Alright, flawless gem of the earth goes there. This actually, that one, it is the lunar gems. Go right here. Flawless lightning. We go on that line. That's flawed lightning. Normal brawlers, and then the gem of verdant ruin. All right. Except this one, all those are in their place now. Can we still not see the organization there? Because I feel like that's remarkably organized. On FPV Skies 2, we used time fluid as a coolant. I remember that. Yeah, we did use that as a coolant. Even Reactors Dev offered me anything. Guys would decline to do it for free. That's funny. Dry ice is best here. Time fluid works for Feed the Beast Depot. Yep. So are we gonna have to start with bees? Let's see, productive. Let's get actually the beehive. Advanced beehive. I don't want to move items. I actually want to make a pattern for this. With that right there, shears, a campfire, everything else there looks good. Make that one. Campfire. And then the beehive. How am I getting my initial honeycomb? I have to grow trees to get bees, don't I? I think that's what we have to start doing. I just looked at a new chapter 1 quest line. I think it's even more messed up before. You can make a simple 5x5 farm with cursed dirt in the end for faster production for gem farming. I can, and I probably will. For now, we just literally are retrofitting our current mob farm to grab gems that are being produced. But you're right, we can get a lot more gems in there. And what I'm really planning on doing is the cursed dirt in the end, and then sending all of those mobs to here. I think that's going to be what we end up doing. But we're still not done. That's fine. That's fine. I'll be patient. I'll be patient. I need to get some bees. Birch is the best for that, right? And then we're going to grab a decent axe so that I can chop these trees quickly, because I'm not about to sit here and mess around with that. I think I might actually grow 2 of these at a time at least. As long as I can do it like this. This is how we should get bees, right? Is there a better way to get bees? I have to use birch to get the best odds of getting a beehive spawning in the tree, right? I feel like that's correct. If it's not, tell me and I'll stop. But I do believe that is correct. I'm not ever going to use the birch for anything, but I think you need flowers around the tree. Well, that's good to know. I will do that. Flowers of what kind, size, and variation? We'll use sunflowers. Does that just increase the chances? Can't you go to the Bumble Zone? Bumble Zone doesn't exist in this mod pack, unfortunately. That would make my life so much easier. Flower near the sapling. Can't remember if this is true, but doesn't putting a flower give you a higher chance? So everybody is saying the flowers should help. However, the flowers have not helped yet. That was unfortunate. All right, let's throw that back down. We'll get these guys in. Hello. There it goes. So it's just a higher chance. It doesn't mean it's going to 100%, right? Consider myself a mega best base builder. Of the same opinion, birch is disgusting. 100% birch is disgusting. I agree. I'm just pretty sure that one second. Messaging my sponsor dude real quick. Not like in not that kind of sponsor, but like video YouTube sponsor dude. All right. There's that. Done. So it just increases the chances, right? So it's not going to be 100%. If I added more flowers, would it increase the chances more? Any thoughts? Any ideas? I've seen some bees. You use poppies? I mean, I could do that too. Nothing is prohibiting me. Is it because these are too tall flower? Okay, no. You know, here's what happened. He hasn't messaged me in like 3 weeks. And so he finally messaged me. I was like, I'm going to answer that. Because I'm trying to get some stuff from him for some more in-video stuff. But he gets a lot of Discord messages. And so I'm trying to see if there's a better way where I could communicate with him. I think you can buy bee spawn. Can you really? I have a question. How can I move the ME drives to a new location? I would use a cardboard box. That is what I would recommend. We're just going to put all the birch back in there. We can go look at the market real quick. You can. Okay, well that makes my life a lot easier. So bee spawn eggs. Diamonds, oh my goodness. Okay, alright. There we go. Yeah, you can. I do still need to build a hive. You're right. But can't I build... No, I can't build the basic hive without the bee combs. You're right. Paradox machine is not working. What could be the reason? What are you trying to use it for? Okay. So I still technically have to do this, don't I? There's a dedicated packaging tool for applied energistics. Yeah, you can use that too. I just tend to use cardboard boxes because they're easier. I am down. Okay, all right. I still technically have to get some. Like, I have to get one beehive to actually spawn so that I can get... That didn't spawn at the second one. Okay, we'll swap flowers. Toss the sunflowers back in here at some point. I don't really have any other flowers yet. Let's do this then. Break this. And then I'm going to use some bone meal just on the grass. In hopes I get some flowers. There's a couple poppies in there. There's another one. There it is. That's what we wanted. Okay. Break all that. Grab the poppies. Anywhere close is getting those. Then I'm going to set that down. Still no beehive. We try again. Still no beehive. Forget what you said. Yeah, unfortunate. Is there a way to summon the piglets in the pack? I'm sure there will be. Did he already make time in a bottle? Yes, I did. I have it right here. I made that very early on. Nothing, dude. Okay. I'm open to any other suggestions you guys have. Or if I need to be patient and that's a suggestion, I'm open to that as well. You can also buy it from villagers. The bee spawn eggs? I know I've got the bee spawn eggs. But that doesn't change the fact that I need a bee hive so I can actually make some bee combs first. Unless there's like a quest I can get that from. Hold out. Productive bees. Honey treat. Nope. Nope. Even to make a beekeeper, I've got to have it already. Need to be patient. It's just a chance to get a hive. I don't think beehives can spawn on a beach biome. That's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that part. What are the biomes I got to work with here? River? River, beach. Savannah. Forest. Forest they can, right? I would assume. Should we switch over to the forest one? How hard is it to make a grass block? Not. We're gonna do this. I also could. Let's go check what our warden spawner is. Plains biome, you got them every 5. Okay, we will try that then. Savanna and river seem very common. Let's do this. Let's grab this guy. We're gonna turn magnet on. We got it. Okay. We're just gonna fly until we reach a plains biome. Yeah, or we could do that. We could use a nature's compass to, you know, make it finding it a little bit easier. Give me 2 seconds just to fly. We'll see. I made the ATM star block, but the paradox machine is not working. I tried to use steel. Oh, they patched that. They patched the duplication thing. I mentioned several times in the video that I knew they would, but they definitely did. Combiner quest gives comb? Ooh. Why is everything mangrove swamp? Okay, give me a second. Slash sky block home. And then I need a nature's compass. You said birch forest biome will definitely work. Yeah, for sure. Forest will work? Okay. We'll give it a shot real quick. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to put flowers on these guys. And then I'm going to put the birch saplings here, 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 and here. All your dreams were destroyed. I'm sorry. But that one was inevitable. Like I mentioned in the video, that would totally destroy a lot of work that was done. Wheat.
Effect Ray Chef says, according to Minecraft Wiki is 0.2% chance in a forest while it's 100% in meadow.
Okay, we're gonna go find a meadow. I'm not messing around with that. Okay, so we got a nature's compass. Somewhere, there it is. All right. Meadow. That would be 1,000 blocks this direction, but we're gonna go do it. Do wanderer spawner? You talking about the wandering trader and see if he had anything? Blah blah blah. 2p in any. And perfect. Okay. Done there. Keep flying. I already have one. Pretty sure I've already got an angel block in my inventory right now. What's going on here? I'm going the wrong way. Oh, we're in the meadow, so we're good. Place that down. Bunch of grass blocks around. Really, I should have done that on the very edge, but that's fine. I'm gonna do a bunch of these here, and then put one of these guys right here. Okay, I didn't realize you fall through the angel blocks. That's cool. It's less than 100%. Does it need to be fully surrounded? Or does it just need to be near them? Or does it need to be another tree type? Maybe I need to wait for the leaves to disappear. No, only one flower is fine. Just grow like 10 trees, you'll get some for sure. All right, fine. We're gonna get some more grass blocks
Effect
then.
Ray Chef says, "Wow, Minecraft wiki lied. What a surprise!"
That's funny. Okay. We're gonna do this real quick. Just keep this thing going all the way, and then I'm gonna run a line of these poppies straight down the center. Get these ones here. And then we can also break that too. And then what we'll do, we'll take our birch saplings and go every other. Ish. But offset. All right. There's a beehive. Okay. Now to get combs, it's just a shear on that, right? I believe. Oh, it has to be dripping with honey first, right? So I need a campfire. I haven't done actual Minecraft bees in such a long time. Let's see, campfire, campfire, one of those. Start. Snag it. Blah blah blah. Okay. Campfire. Place her down. Let her do her thing. Yo, what's up, Tankenzie? How's it going? Can't believe that my Discord account will make it to 10 years in October. That's a long time. You need to wait for honey. Use time in a bee. Use time in a bottle while bees are outside. It's much faster. Can I use time in a bottle while they're inside? Makes them come out quicker. So I basically just have to wait for them to finish pollinating this whole thing, and then I can grab the honeycombs, right? What's up? Oh, not too much, man. We're just hanging out. Hey, how's ATM 10? Pretty good. ATM 10 to the sky has been a lot of fun so far. I have quite enjoyed it. I'll turn on my fan. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Fan is on. It gets a little cooler in here. You can't Discord me. I saw. Yo, what's up, Cryptix? How's it going? It's early. It's very early. How'd you get banned from Discord? That's crazy. I think my combs to start nest with occultism possessed bee spawning ritual. That's interesting. I can catch you live. Shame it's bedtime for me in Australia. That is a shame. Trying to stream earlier so more people could catch me. It's 4 a.m. for you. That is so unfortunate. It is 6 a.m. here. It is early. What you doing there, bud? Can I bump him over? There he goes. There we go. Guy ready yet? Still not. 7 p.m. here. You should sleep. Bees don't work during the night. Yeah, that's a fair point. So there's that. 6 a.m. for me. It's 2 p.m. That's crazy. You special let him be. Be able to just slash back. Okay. Maybe not. Oh, this just took me back to my death spawn. I figured it would have taken me back to where I was 2 seconds ago. All right, at least I'm facing the right direction. We just got to fly all the way back out there. Hopefully it's easy though. Could be a million Israel. Pretty nice to catch the stream on Wide Awake and it's not 2 a.m. I feel that. That's why I'm doing this. So that I can stream to the other half of my people. Can you use Growth Accelerator to speed up the time crystal production process? 100% you can, and I do. What have you done so far? Just starting bees? Yeah, I'm just trying to start bees. Ideally, I'm trying to get the time bee. But realistically, I'm just starting being able to do anything with productive bees. Why don't I have a waystone or just locator? Here's the thing. I could and will put down a waypoint here. I just didn't think I'd need to because I didn't really expect to go back and forth. But obviously I was wrong about that. We're gonna set this down, B. Save, okay. Let that thing speed up. This is gonna be a long fight. All I need are 3 combs. If I get 3 combs, I'm good to go. Okay, maybe. I got him. We're gonna use a waystone. And then I should be able to make a productive beehive and put some actual bees in it. Okay. Brew. Productive at brew productive. Advanced oak beehive. Missing 5. Because I need a normal beehive? Beehive. Okay. Do that. What do you mean? You've got the honeycombs right here, dude. Come on. Thank you. The advanced one needs another 2 honeycombs. That's fine. We'll just use a basic one for now. I will set it on a birch sapling. It will grow the birch sapling. It will take the beehive and put it there. Now we'll take some flowers and put them around. After I go back and get the flowers that I left. This one. Snag those. Yeah, no more honey there yet. Take the nest to make the hat. That's not a bad idea. I don't know if I have any silk touch though. Yeah, I don't have any silk touch. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. What I do want to do, place some of these flowers down real quick. And then spawn in my bees. Let them do their thing. And then hopefully, I still need a campfire under this one, right? Does this one need a campfire? Because I had to go to a meadow. I had to find a meadow biome for it. Easy silk touch is enchanting the exchanging gadget. That's true. I should do that. If I wanted it. Where are you going there, bud? Can you only have 3 in one of these? I started playing back in 2008 in the closed beta. Jeez. That is a long time ago. Can you go to the nether and perhaps get honey from the magmatic bee nether brick nest? Yo, what's up? Bye, Tan. I believe so. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. How far are you from upgrading your simulator? My simulator. What is that? What do you mean my simulator? Am I missing something? Am I dumb? At the time, you needed to buy the actual CD in order to play the game? That's crazy. I remember playing some of the first pocket editions that came out. Okay, goal here would be that these guys actually produce a little bit of honey. So honey is 4 out of 5. Where are they going? Where are you going there, bud? Dude, they're just going wherever they want. Hey, you guys want to follow the flowers? Yeah, that's right. Come follow the flowers. They're all right down here. I miss the times of First Feed the Beast, the Pyramid, the old Tekken mod packs. Absolutely. Simulator upgrades. Got it. Yeah, for the beehives. I see what you're saying now. Very far away is the answer to that. I'm very far away from those. We kind of just started bees. So I believe I'm in bottle that just a little bit. I think I'm just waiting for that last honey to hit, right? Pocket edition, never heard of it, confident in my knowledge on League history. That's funny. Bees have a tendency to go into the void. That's so much fun. We love that. Okay, 2 of them went in, and I'm not getting any more honey from it. There it is. Okay, so now... Alright. I should be able to take this and get the advanced beehive. Oh, that did make him mad. Of course it did. The beautiful thing is, I don't care. Gonna fly around and then beehive, advanced beehive. Next, cancel, go back. Throw that in there. Next. Oh, there we go. Then these advanced beehives, start that up. And then from here, I should be able to set this guy down right there. I don't know. Can I assign them? I made a star bee, but I don't have the star block. Oof, that's unfortunate. I started gaming PC around the Battlefield 1942 era. Funny thing is I actually have my Battlefield 2 disc. That's crazy. Beast sensing the void can be explained as their pathfinding of a preference to air blocks. Sky block without massive amounts of block below tends to fly off. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So I guess... let's do this. We're going to break that. We should probably make an actual beehive.
AD, searching for people that want to start a brand new GTNH world.
I think I might be out on that one. Page. That's just villager trades, basically. That's honey blocks, which I don't have. So I guess I'll just have to spawn some more in. We are going to build a little cage, though. Let's see, glass. I always feel bad not doing it out of glass, you know, like, or at least putting some sort of like a glass door on it. Do that real quick. I never saw if our reactors finished. I assume they probably did. Once you're wondering what's new with RS2, I haven't messed with it at all. I'm buying John Hall a slot on the world. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I could literally handle it. You know, like, I am remarkably bad at that type of Minecraft. The grindy sit there and figure it all out. Okay, I don't actually put those down there. Goes back. Thank you. Normal glass. Come out to right there. Gonna bring it all the way across, and then we're gonna make it where I can just literally make it bigger. That's too far. With the stick. Can you tell me what the best bee stadiums are? Talking about bee upgrades? 1 million microcrafts, just slightly more than ATM 10. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna move to this guy right here. Yo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That should be tall enough, plus that's all the glass I had. Make another little bit real quick. And try to toss some of the other stuff back in there. Then the other thing we need to do is break a little entryway in each one of these. Let's do it like that. So that I can get in, but they can't get out. Glass is done. How far did I go? 2 on that side, 2 on this side. We'll go right here. And then raise it up to the top. Perfect. So we should be able to put a lid on that pretty easily. All right. So 1, 2, break this one and this one. And this is like semi-temporary. We are going to eventually upgrade to where we got simulator upgrades in all of them, and so I don't have to mess with this part. But for now, we're gonna have to keep them enclosed. Should go back to the community server, make a copy paste of the scheme of the B area. That one looked epic. I agree. That one did look really, really good. 1, 2, this one and that one. And then I think I'm just going to start putting a lid on after this because I think it's going to be more than enough room for now. Perfect. All right. How much extra glass do I have? Not enough. Plus, I kind of want to do something else. Let's do birch. We're going to do birch. You guys hate me? You guys are going to hate me. You guys definitely are going to hate me. I'm going to do birch straight across this whole thing. And then all the way across. Gonna be the ugliest beehive you've ever seen. But if that's the goal, then technically we're succeeding. You know? Right? That makes sense. Alright, now I need a feeding slab. Feeding slab. New stone slab. Make those. Got it. The actual mod pack can be beaten in just 2,000 to 3,000 hours. That's insane. Main bees, draconic, ATM metals, and then anything else you need. Yeah, that's what I usually do. UPT, I'm calling the police. That's funny. You can also use it on a compact machine. That makes sense. I don't think I'm going to here, but I could have done it in a compact machine. You're right. So let's take a pick. We're gonna break that one. We're gonna put the feeding slab down. Then we're gonna put the advanced beehive right here. Then I'm gonna put a flower in there. And then I'm going to get bee spawn eggs from diamonds. I think I can only really use 3 right now, but I'm going to get 5 total. So that way, once I get the expansion box, I don't have to come back. At least it wouldn't look this ugly. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, at least I knew it was going to be ugly, right? That's got to count for something. I knew it was going to be bad, and I chose to do it anyways. Most people want from good is convenient to start getting unlocked for EV further. It's not fun part. Yeah, I tried a semi-Greg Tech-ish pack once, and it was just, it burned me out. Like, I didn't, in order for me to like really enjoy a mod pack, I have to have like a constant like, oh, I accomplished something. And anything that I accomplished didn't really feel like I was accomplishing much, if that makes sense. Like, it felt like it was so small that it wasn't worth it. I gotta find a river biome? That's easy. I literally have them on my house. How can I get the best bee? I actually have a video. The Advanced Productive Bee video shows you how to get the best traits on your bees. Quick Tech early game is a nightmare. Infernalist mob tendencies to randomly explode after EV when you move to personal dimension and unlock 82. It was a really fun pack, basically Minecraft Factorio. Well, that makes sense. And that part doesn't sound so bad. It's the first part. That sounds like it would not be fun. Okay, Gem of the Samurai goes there. Flawed Gem of the Warlord. Perfect Gem of the Royal Family. Flawed Gem of the Earth. A perfect Solar Gem. Perfect Gem of the Combatant. And a flawed Gem of the Combatant. So all of those are in the correct spots with the exception of this one now. Perfect Tyrannical. Save them all. We go back. Excellent. Yo, pretty clean cam quality. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. We got a pretty nice cam setup. There ain't no way we're awake right now, Jada. That's crazy. I can't believe so many people are awake. That is actually kind of wild. It is 6:30 in the morning, y'all. What are we doing? Appreciated. Yeah, no problem. Okay, with that out of the way, what is it going to take for us to make those oak expansion boxes? Oak expansion. It just takes one more comb. That's really easy. We're going to do that for sure then. And then we're going to tick accelerate the heck out of this. Which I should be already able to do. Yeah, let's grab the expansion box real quick. Actually, I can do it from here. Toss those in there. Grab this one expansion box. We're going to throw it on top. Then I get 2 more bee spawn eggs. Think. 1, 2. Are all 5 there? There's 1 behind. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. So from here, it's all about speed upgrades, right? We're doing an available live stream for every time zone. Exactly. My dog stepped on me. I checked my notifications, saw you live. That's what happened for me. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, you just got home from school? Crazy. Greg, take New Horizons. A 24/7 stream? That's crazy. Are you playing with your friends? It's a survival world. I am currently just playing solo. We did a community playthrough last time, but this time we're just doing a solo playthrough to you know, kind of show everything off and have a playlist on YouTube where it's got the full entire mod pack, everything start to finish. Have I checked the new quest line, the new chapter 1? So somebody said earlier they thought it was worse. I'm going to be honest, I think it's worse in some ways, but I think it's better in the fact that I know where it starts and I know where it ends consistently. And then everything else is just in between. And I can sort of tell where these arrows are going, right? I feel like that part is substantially better. I feel like it's still mumble jumbled a little bit, like it's not organized well, but at least I know where the start of the diagram is and the end of the diagram is. That's a lot better in my personal opinion. Watching all the way from England, that's crazy. So much better than the first one. Yo, what's up, Torsten? How's it going? I assumed that you were here to ask if I accepted offers from designers. I don't really. I've sort of got a team that does everything I want to do. From Sweden is crazy. What's up, Torsten? How are you?
I'm still waiting for the team's playthrough where Johns is in the voice channels. We are all just listening to him as his minions.
We could. But that may not happen anytime soon. That's me. Start is up and end is down, but there's a line crossing. Yeah. It's better in some regards, worse in some. So overall, I think it's an improvement, though. I think it's a lot better than it used to be. Perfect Splendor Gem. Do I have any? I do. There it is. Okay. So those are rocking and rolling. So for bees to accelerate, we are going to want some other things. At productive bees. I'm going to need to make some of the extra stuff for productive bees, like the gene indexer, the breeding chamber, all of that fun stuff. The bottler is going to be important. We'll make one of those. Centrifuges I'm not even going to worry about yet. The incubator, we'll make one. Baby incubator. I don't need a catcher. What was the other one? Do I have a gene indexer? I don't. There it is. Breeding chamber and gene indexer are the two I need. I don't have enough for that one yet. But I can do this one. That should let me make this, which will let me make one of these. Okay. And then I will need a piston as well. Baby incubator and the bottler. I put all of those right there. Bottler may need to be pushed one further away. I don't know. But for now, grab a piston. Gotta take New Horizon punishment. Didn't know you could lose XP. I don't even know how the XP thing works, to be clear. Like, I don't watch many YouTube streams. I tend to watch mostly on Twitch. But, oh, I didn't mean to hit F1. There we go. If I put that there and I put this here, no, why? There it is. Can this still just be constantly activated? Is that still a thing? Or I could just do that and then place the bees in there and be fine? You might want to enter the draconic evolution for rain and time. What did draconic do for rain? Yes, chapter 2 is out. It actually just came out yesterday. Yo, what's up, Gree? How's it going? I gotta get some power for this as well. Let's grab a point. Oh, already had 2. That's fine. And while we're doing it, let's grab a couple more flux plugs. And then also go see if all of my reactors are done, because they should be. And then we can place all these guys down. Right there. Right there. And right there. And then we're going to grab 3 buckets of water. 1, 2. Toss the buckets back in so I can get another one. 3. This one's already good, right? Yeah, that one is already good. All right, well, in that case, then we run our item pipes down. And then it should be all good to go other than the flux plugs and turning auto mode on. So let's do those real quick. Dry ice should be next for all of these. Perfect. The XP stuff is a bit weird the way it works. The longer the sentence is, the more XP you gain. But if 10 people have 200 XP, then rank in alphabetic order and not by XP. That is very interesting. The Celestial Manipulator works. That makes sense. I haven't messed with that at all. There's so many things in Draconic Evolution that I've just literally never touched. But it's just clicking buttons. Very cool. So I can turn it on and off just by clicking a button. That sounds quite handy. I'll put one plug there, one plug there. Those should already be hooked up to the network, and then I should just have this guy right here. Select the network. Okay, so now we have 6 nitro reactors running. I shouldn't have to worry about power at all ever. That is a point, so we're gonna keep that. I can toss the plugs, and then I need some cable. Grab some of that real quick. And then I think we're just going to put it underneath. Right here. I wasn't sure what all of that needed power or didn't. It looks like there's just one of them that does. Just looked up Greg Tech New Horizons, looks amazing. That's what you think now. Until you try to play it, and then you lose your will to live. And then it's slightly less amazing. Well, that is going to not be as fun, except I've already got the cobblestone on. That's fine. So throw this in here, and then I just got to find the small cobblestone bricks. Grab those. Put one more down. All right. We got an incubator. We got a bottler. How's everything going in here? You guys making stuff? Or make some bottles for this so I can start getting some actual honey. I didn't want to do that, but I did want to do this. And we get some honeycombs. Very nice. So let's work towards creating the autocrafts for the simulation upgrades, because that's going to be the one thing that helps us move forward a lot quicker if the bees don't have to come out. Still dark outside? It is still dark outside. That's wild. People give Gradtech a bad image because of misinformation. It's mostly early game. I see. I didn't exactly hate it, to be fair. It just wasn't quite my type of mod pack. So we basically will lose against Elysium against one more. Yeah, for real. Updated my extreme reactor and it's making double what it used to. That's awesome, dude. The man is cooking. Give him space. Okay, my bad. I won't bad talk it. We're done. Those ones, that one's. This is what we want. Make that as a pattern. Make these as a pattern. I need that one. And I need this one. And then I need honey treats. Okay, I think that's everything. I gotta clean up some of my inventory too. This is a mess. Don't need that. Or that, or that, or that, or those, or this. That back, put that back. Deep learner can go back. Netherite stick can go back. Don't need the chisel. Don't need those or these or that. Okay. Back down to a reasonable amount. Simulator upgrade, one of them. So really, I'm just waiting on honeycomb. Well, that's kind of exciting. So theoretically, if I time wanded this, it would go a lot faster. I could manually make some time fluid. Time fluid. We could snag some of these. And then I need, what is it? This stuff, there it is. I need to drop it into something, but I don't remember what I drop it into. That. Polymorphic fluid. Which is created by dropping a polymorphic catalyst into water. Let's go here at just dire things. I need the polymorphic catalyst. It's not bad. Why am I doing patterns for that? Polymorphic catalyst. Just make me what you can. And then I'm going to want some water. So I should create just like a little hole in the ground where I can do this, right? Do I have... A magnet was on. That's big time unfortunate. I don't want any of that stuff. Let's throw it all in there. Wouldn't the Bumble Zone give you all the comb in the world? It would, except the Bumble Zone is not in this mod pack. Currently. They might get added, but as of right now, it's not here. They tried to delimit all of the extra biomes that, or not biomes, the extra, what are they called? Places you can go? Why is my brain completely blanking right now? Dimensions, the extra dimensions you could go to, all of that's been pretty limited, which is why there's also like no Oh,
Chef
man.
says, do it in infinite sugar and just throw stack of polymorph catalyst and time crystal.
Do it in an infinite source, just throw a stack and... Oh! That actually makes a lot of sense. So you're saying in here, just throw that, and then those, and then I can just... Very nice. That'll work for me. They tried to limit all the dimensions, so there's no bumble zone. Oh, time one can still go to 256 though. That's cool. So we'll take all this back real quick. You make a just dire things fluid canister as a buffer for time fluid. It fills your time wand if you shift click it. Yes, you can. My plan is to just get it into the ME system and then fill it direct. That is use an export card to fill it directly. Let's double check and see if I can't craft the simulator upgrade now. Still missing 7 honeycombs. We're getting close though. Please make endless water.
Crossfire says, roast wisdom. With all the time you've gathered by now, you should already have a max size reactor and time fluid automated.
Hey, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're getting there. Honestly though, we have been playing for a while. Heather spawn eggs from market. Bees suck. Bees aren't the best. I'll give you that. I don't know if I'd say they sucked. Oh, I had all the honeycombs I needed. Whoa, don't go crazy now. We just grab one simulator upgrade. So then once they go back in, they shouldn't have to come back out. And then we can focus entirely on the bee speed upgrades, which are these guys, which we are going to encode some patterns for. Set that there. Speed upgrades. Bee spawn eggs from the market. We have those. I've got a full set of 5 bees in there, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I mean, I might as well do this one. And then I'll create one for clocks. Toss both those into here. Create 3 of those real quick. Used to hate bees, but after finding the FBI spawn and try to be, I like the mod now. I agree. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, we're gonna throw those in there, and then see what this does. Yeah, that's what we want. So we should be able to do basically anything we want to with bees now, within reason. I do need something to store the honey fluid, for sure. But for now, I think we'll be fine. That was just one set of tick accelerating it. That's not bad at all. All right. Well, that should be plenty of the basic bee stuff that we needed. That's exciting. I would do 3 hives with draconic bees. I might just do 1. I'm not entirely sure how hard I want to go with draconic bees this time, because you can make them pretty fast, pretty quick. But that is the next step of what we need to do. So I need to make some obsidian nest. Nest some of these guys. Make sure that's not crazy. It's not. Oh, that's just a pattern. I don't actually want the pattern. I want it to actually make the thing. Obsidian nest. Come back up here. This guy, that guy, make it. And then I need some of my dragon's breath. And then we're gonna tick accelerate this in the end. And it should be pretty easy. Here, there. I did 1 first, then 2 after. Would recommend at least 2. We'll see. I'm not so sure. I don't have cages. And that's going to actually be pretty important here. Bee cages. Make one of those real quick so that I can make a set of the 16. All right, that ought to be enough for now. 56 it. In case you're curious, this right here is the way to get these bees. 4. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 5. We'll go ahead and go for 10, I think. Eight. I get to just use 1 on the last 2. 9. 10. Okay, excellent. That's 2 full beehives. We'll head home. We will sleep. You have time crystal. Time bee, I would skip. If you plan on having a lot of them, definitely get more. One was kind of slow. Problem for me because I don't use bees that much. That makes sense. I am planning on probably doing a full thing of time bees, most likely. We'll see though. I haven't really quite decided what all I'm going to do here. Productive bees. I need 2 advanced beehives. I need 2 expansion boxes. And I also need 2 feeding slabs. There's 1 feeding slab. There's 2 feeding slabs. Perfect. Break that, break this. Put it there and there. Those are the beehives, those are the expansion boxes. Bink, bink. 1, 2. And then I need 2 simulator upgrades so that I can just dump them right in. 2 of those. 1 in here. 1 in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. To your credit, you're the magic. You're right. That would have been a good way to do it had the Bumble Zone been in the pack. It usually, at least in base all the months 10, is a really good way to do it.
P Crossfire says, "Sing I wanna be to don't exist. I'm the one that hates them all."
Tortson, it's not entirely useless because it means I don't have to set up automation for time fluid specific. Not that that automation is particularly difficult, but if it can just put it directly into my ME system, it's a little bit easier to just auto export and to never have to worry about it. That is at least my justification for it. Did I set up automation for the dragon eggs? It looks like I did. Perfect. Yeah, built a Ghost SFM set up for bees and ATM 10. I've seen some really impressive ones. Do you want Super Factory Manager code for bees? It will pull combs into centrifuges and then output. Special option for hives if you want to keep normal code. If you want to put it in the Discord, that'd be great. There's a couple others that are there that are pretty good too. The good thing about AA2 is it can do it all, I agree. But for now, I'm kind of just chilling. Really, I was just trying to make sure that it would make the Draconic comb correctly. And it definitely is. I do need to set up a centrifuge. For sure. Centrifuge. We're going to probably pattern encode this because I'm going to want it later. The normal centrifuge. Also do a grindstone apparently. Apparently I didn't teach you how to make sticks earlier. That's fun. We'll make the powered one pretty easily. I guess I didn't. So that's going to have to be different. That's going to have to be... So if it's 2, that means it's going to be enriched redstone. here for 4 of these. And then I'm going to get an advanced pattern provider or advanced pattern encoder, that thing. Create it, throw it in. What did I do? I think these ones go through the east face, right? 90% sure? North. North, okay. And then I'll throw that in there, and then I should have patterns for just about everything. Centrifuge. Power centrifuge is all done with the exception of the normal one, which I can put in. And then the heated centrifuge is also pretty easy. Got pattern encoding real quick. Heated, make that a pattern. And then I think we're done. SFM is simple enough for what it can do. If you store your items outside of AE, you don't even need channels to automate most passive stuff. That's pretty cool. Heated centrifuge, definitely. Yeah, you're right, Squirrel Jr. 100%. That's what we're going for. So we throw all those in there. We're going to make one of these inactive dragon egg. So is that not just a normal dragon egg? Is that something different? Hey, John, do you upload this map somewhere? I do have world downloads in my Discord. There's a whole channel for all the different world downloads I've done. The egg is not the normal dragon egg. Okay, okay. Well, let's go see what we need for that dragon egg then. This one, inactive. Oh, it's this. That's not bad. Let's make a pattern for that real quick. Inactive dragon egg, this guy. And then I was going to need to make these patterns anyways. Does this have another one? No, that's just going through a centrifuge. So I can make the powered centrifuge. And then hook it up to power. And then still run all the stuff through. Let's grab a drawer. I really just want one drawer real quick. And we're gonna do this just for now. Just for now. Later we will have a more elegant solution. I'm gonna make one of these. I don't have auto crafting set up for that yet. What am I doing? These are like some of the easiest patterns in the entire world. And I just haven't set them up yet. Throw all 3 of those in there. Grab 2 of them. And bring them with us. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. I got to run it all the way down the side then. That's gross. I really wish they had entangled blocks. That would make all of this so much easier. Do the powered one first? Yeah, I should do that. You're right. Holy 6 a.m. live. Yeah, it's early, dude. It is early, but we're doing it. All right, hit me with your thoughts for how to get stuff out of there, because currently my thought is this. And this. Which is what we're going to do. Because I've already committed. We got to make patterns for this stuff. Dude, what am I doing not making patterns for stuff? Pattern for the dropper. Throw both of those in here, and then I should have item pipes.
Says, are you gonna use modular routers?
I thought about it. I thought about it. And then I thought against it. Because here we are. Okay. Next up. Gotta disconnect each one of those. But that might have just sent all of those items. I don't know. No, no, and no. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. What we're gonna do is throw one of these upgrades into each of those. The normal honey doesn't go through a centrifuge, right? Or does it? 8 honey bottles, 8 honeycombs. I do need a flux plug, flux point. Flux point. Connect it up to power. Or does it just turn honeycombs into... Oh, it turns it into wax. Excellent. Okay, that'll work. And then... I did SFM for bees with 6 milliliter observation. Yeah, so SFM is going to be the way to go. You're right. 100%. I will do it. I promise. It'll happen. I'm just not doing it yet. What if I did... Here's what... Got a thought. This... One of these. And we are also going to make an actual controller at some point too. Because we still don't have that. So this is going to go right there. This is going to go right here. This is going to do that. And then we're going to grab my wrench and we're going to pull from there. And then theoretically that should be pulling everything out. And putting it all under there. I do need one more upgrade then. Just to make that a little bit faster. And then we're going to do this. Should work through all of our stuff pretty quickly. And hopefully it keeps it where we're not like behind on anything. I really should get the honey out of here too, shouldn't I? That way I could just use honey to craft directly. You have more control of your power with Flux Networks. Is it limitless? It can be limitless if you turn off the limits. This is the earliest I've seen you stream. This is the earliest I've streamed. Just to be clear. By far the earliest I've streamed. And the goal was to get in a nice long stream before I have work. So far it's going pretty well. Use both Power and Flux Networks? I should, okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's do... The pipes have a universal pipe. Pattern encoding, we're going to do that real quick. Then I got to make energy pipes. And fluid pipes. And we'll throw all those things in here. And we'll swap that one out for one of these. Let me grab that real quick. Put that right there. Pipe wrench. And then the only problem is that I don't have any fluid drawers yet. Okay, that goes in there. It still pulled the fluid out. Do I have fluid drawers somewhere? I must. We're storing a fluid. I gotta have some sort of like a fluid cell or something, right? Infinity water. Item storage. Item storage. Item storage. Anybody know where the honey's going? Because I'm starting to get a little concerned it might be somewhere I don't want it to be. The sink eats fluids? Yeah, but the sink isn't directly hooked up. Is there a way to tell where something's stored? Cables and wireless is not a good, you're right. It's limited to be considered as a good power. Nothing beats power generation with the simplicity that comes with using power. Then it gets boring and repetitive if that's all you use. Maybe use a storage bus with a tank? I don't think I do. I don't know. I'm not like super worried about it. Is this hooked up? That is hooked up. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep. Shoot. Gotta lock those. We gotta lock these. Actually, we gotta unlock that, and then I need all of those honey bottles, buckets out of there. All right, so I can't pull them out direct because I need actual buckets. A lot of buckets. Just make me like 20 buckets real quick. Take them all. And then but the problem is I'm going to need it full. So I have to wait till it gets full, then I need to unlink it, right? I gotta unlink it as soon as it hits 1 millibucket. CPT is good to see you, man. All right, remove drawer. And we pull that out. Then we lock it. And then we can link it back. Okay. That should be correct. Now I just gotta find something to do with all the honey. Because now there's just a bunch of honey buckets in there. And I don't have any actual storage for it yet. So let's make some fluid cell. Well, there's the housings. We could just make some of these. Encode pattern. Make 10 of these real quick. Here, you make me 10 of those. Fluid cell housings. But I thought it... Oh, I just have one. I don't have the pattern for it. Got it. That makes sense. So now I've got the pattern for it. Now we make 10 of those. Perfect. So that should make it where we can store the honey and everything else we want to do. Little tip to store energy. The Infinity Charter can hold 100 million FE. Nice. If you keep normal bees separate so you don't
Tacky
store
Wacky
honeycombs,
says,
you need
John,
a lot
are you
for
gonna
later.
use AE2 things
it.
with storage cells that don't have types?
I don't know if that's in this pack. If it was in this pack, I would use that, yes. What we're gonna do is, so I need 10. We're just gonna dump it all in here real quick. And then put this one in here. So we should be able to store honey now. Perfect. And we are getting a lot of honeycombs coming in. So I do want to store some of these honeycombs. That's what we were saying, right? So if I stored them... Well, let's do this. So I've got the draconic stuff going now. Productive bees. We are going to work our way all the way up to the Omega upgrades. So we're going to start with that. We're going to encode a path. Then we're going to try to work through all of the separate patterns that you need for each one of the others. It's mostly just these productivity upgrades, I believe. Just like that. Honey blocks are easy. We're going to do this. I might make honey essence too. I feel like that was pretty helpful in our last playthrough. Block upgrade's pretty good. We're going to need item frames for sure. And then backspace one. I can't go back. Okay, so I've got that, but I needed wax blocks. And then I also needed Hearts of the Sea, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Ink sacs, probably going to come from squid essence, I can only assume. Prismarine, yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. Unless I just already have it, which I should from the sand. I should have plenty of prismarine, so I'm not even going to worry about that. In that case, we go to Nautilus shells, which is going to be a drowned prediction. Did they remove the other craft for that? A Prismarine bee. Okay. We could probably get that. Hey, yo, how's it going, CPO? That sucks. Not a big fan of that change. I felt like there used to be a different craft for the Nautilus shells that I liked a lot more. I do think we're going to end up making the Just Dire Things bees just purely so I can get these Celestium ones automatically. Marine Fisher for those? Marine Fisher. Oh, so this guy? No, it's just a wandering trader. Is the Marine Fisher just not in here? Is that something else I have to look up separately? Let me go ahead and dump all of these in here real quick. I wish you could just like shift click or something those in instead of having to put them in one by one. Marine Fisher is an industrial foregoing normally. Are the growth accelerators still it? Yeah, the growth accelerators are still it for sure. I did occultism to run that. That makes sense. Fisher. Oma Fisher's the Marine Fisher. That's actually pretty cheap too. Once you get some plastic. So did this just catch stuff? Or does it just act as a fisher?
Hey John, the first just checked the Curse Forge page and it says that AE2 things are in the mod pack.
Yeah, but I think the bulk cells are gone, are not here. So you got normal item cells. What is it called? You do have mega item cells. But not, what is it? The disk drives? Is that what they were called? It's pretty fast with the tier 2 upgrades. But yeah, the bulk ones are here, but not the ones that allow you to store an infinite number of types. The deep storage cells. Yeah. Marine Fisher for shells, no investor foregoing. You just place it up over a 3x3 water source. I mean, that seems pretty simple. I've got some of the mega bulk item storage cells. I'm not using them because I don't really have a purpose for them. Yeah, I've got with my drawer walls, I can like store 170 million of each item and then it avoids the rest. And that's more than enough for me. Okay, dare I say it, I think this thing might have broke. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Date is on. Those are large, so they're not. Is it just not growing? Oh, there it goes. It's doing something now. All right. Well, with that out of the way, let's take a look at that Marine Fisher, I suppose. Fisher. We will make this into a pattern, and then I will let's do plastic. The only downside, I think. I haven't set that up at all yet. What about the tape storage? Is that in the pack? You may need 2x2 drawers and lessen the amount of needed discs. Yeah. Makes sense. I moved my drawers. Always use drawers. Tried something else in my playthrough. Nice. Hey, go for it, man. That's awesome. I don't need 2 of these. We're gonna throw that back in there. I do need fishing rod. And then what else? Iron gears. That's pretty simple though. Simple machine frame. I'm gonna need a dissolution chamber. It's gonna need latex, which means I'm gonna need plastic. That's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. Great, okay. pattern. Dissolution chamber. That's the pattern. I need a pity machine frame. I need a diamond gear. And then I do need plastic. Dry rubber we're getting from a latex processing unit. We already got the pity machine frame. Okay. Let's dump all these in. And then make some of the... Oh, the things that create the rubber. This is going to be a whole thing, isn't it? It is, for sure. Yeah, fish are good. Just get the... Oh, it gets the ink sac too? Oh. Gotcha, okay. So... The marine fishers filter for ink sacs and nautilus shells. Yeah, I think it'll be easy once I have it. I just don't have it yet. So industrial foregoing. Latex processing unit. That's not the thing. I need an extractor, right? Extractors and block breakers, I believe. Block placers. Latex. There we go. Latex I'm getting from a fluid extractor. Yeah, so I need a fluid extractor as well. Go ahead and make one of those patterns. Fluid extractor and then a block placer. One of those guys. Okay, those two patterns there should be everything we need. We're gonna make 5 of each. 3 fluid extractor, 1 block placer, all facing on the same block. And then, yeah, we use the acacia wood. At industrial foregoing. Fluid extractor. I'm gonna do 5 of each. Block placer. The placers need plastic too. Great. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait till we have the plastic to do that. Fluid extractor. Let me get some acacia logs. I don't really want that as a pattern. I want to just actually craft this. I just messed up my terminal height. Okay. Where am I putting this? We're doing it right here. 1. Perfect. These are gonna go right in front. We're going to add power to them. Cables and then flux points. There we go. And then I am going to need all good. You pump all the latex out into a latex processing unit. Latex processing unit. Make me one of those. That guy is going to go right here. And then we're going to use... You guys are going to judge me for this one. Just dire things placer. I could do that too. That's a good point. Words. Fluid pipes. That's what we're using. Like I said, you guys are going to judge me for this one. And then we're going to pull out of each one. And then that should get power already from the cables behind it. So it should start processing it, right? Unless it needs something else. Type 5 are stuck at 150 XP. That's odd. Best to have a fluid tank buffer. You'll need liquid latex for stuff and things. Okay. When do you think the full version is going to be out? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it does need water. Okay. Well, let me, in that case, go ahead and make one of these. Probably create that as a pattern, but whatever. We'll do this. That's the wrong thing. I was looking for a fluid pipe. Don't actually need that there at all. Sink, fluid pipe, pull from there. There it is. Okay. If I do need liquid latex later on for things, then I'll probably just end up replacing the latex processing unit with the buffer, some sort of like a fluid chest, and then go from there. But as of right now, I think we're chilling. So it's capped down 1810. Farms are going too slow. Yeah. Not capped onto the sky yet. In fact, so many things are not nerfed onto the sky yet, which is awesome. It makes me very happy. So then this dry rubber, I just have to smelt. And it'll give me actual rubber. And then I think I can... Thought I could. So that should fill this up a lot faster. It should give me a lot more rubber. And if it does, then I can make those block placers pretty quick too. See how that's going. Block. Placers. 5. So I need 13 more plastic. The only reason I want to use those is because that's how it's meant to be used, right? You should have at least a singularity tank of latex. You'll need it later. More than 1,000. That's crazy. So what do I need the actual liquid latex for? Also, since this is here, we'll do that. That's all the rubber I'm going to need for the placers for now. All right. Block placers. 5. Next start. Best to have a fluid tank buffer. Yeah, okay. So is better because it can place the whole area from a single block. So you're right. I will be the first to admit that. You are totally correct. I don't know why I like this more. But what I can do is then do that and then just put a whole bunch of acacia log stacks in here and then never have to worry about it again, really. So let's make sure I can make a bunch of acacia logs, which I should be able to toss all the rest of the random crap I've got in my inventory back in the system. Keep that here. Don't need that. Toss that, and that. Okay, so acacia logs. Acacia logs should be this. Gonna do this real quick, and then make sure each one of these has a pretty solid amount. And then I should never have to worry about it again, other than the fact that this needs to be sent to there and smelted. All right, fine. 8 people that told me to add a buffer to this. I will add a buffer. Latex processing unit will go here. There will be... I can only assume a fluid drawer will work. That's a fluid extractor. I want a fluid drawer. Why? And then we'll do this. And then I do have to put it back down for the sink as well. That there. Sink back here. Put that back there. Pull it from this again. All right. Is everyone happy with that? I don't think I need any upgrades in this pipe. It's getting plenty of water and latex is coming in plenty fast. Just try to make the dissolution chamber add-on speed things up by a lot? I should, yeah. Place it next to it. No, we're not happy with this. Well, oh, that's right. It can't pull direct. It works though, right? This does work. And we are getting the dry rubber, which is what we want.
P Crossfire says, no.
It can pull way quicker. Let's do this. I think I can make the dissolution chamber now. We're going to go ahead and make that. And I think I'm going to put all the industrial foregoing stuff just over here. But I do want a pattern provider with this one. So let's grab one of those real quick. Give me pattern provider. We'll snag that. And then all of this is hooked up to that. So we're going to go pattern provider, dissolution chamber right on top. And then I think I'm just going to use one of the cables and just literally put it right here. Because I think that's way easier. And then I should now be able to do dissolution chamber recipe. So the fisher, I needed the simple machine frame was it. So this guy, give me a second, I got to get in here. And this one, simple machine frame is the one that needed to go through the dissolution chamber. We got plastic. Most of those things were good to go on. Oh, this is one of the things that actually needs the liquid latex. Grab gold gears, pattern, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. I'll put the gold gear one away too. So this isn't storing any, is it? So if I were to remove this, we would now be storing some. And then I could grab this after locking it. And link it. And then just wait for the latex to build up. Everything needs latex. I've tried the slider and it only works if the GUI's at 1. We now add a drawer to the system. Exactly. Use mechanism fluid pipes stuck without upgrades. Just mechanism pipes, they double as buffers. Yeah, they do, but also, like, I mean, it's effective. You know? Like, yeah, without upgrades, they're pretty slow, but they're working faster than, like, I'm even producing the latex right now. It's hard to argue with that. So, because of the direction I was looking when I placed it down, not new necessarily, it's just annoying. Upgrade the fluid drawer. It's still getting fluid. I think I just need to speed these guys up a little bit. And then we should be getting latex a lot quicker. Yeah. Okay. So from there, I should be able to make the marine fisher now. Which I think was the original thing I wanted to make. Wahoo. And then I don't know if I've got to set it to output. Automatically to the bottom enabled. Push it. There we go. All right, marine fisher's done. Okay, so you guys said set this above a 3x3 thing of water. I can only assume it's going to need power. We're gonna grab a flux point. And then we'll grab 2 buckets of water real quick. So where do I want to put this 3x3 thing of water? Power and upgrades. Okay, so we can add upgrades to it as well. 3. All right, so does it need to be like directly above in the center? So like, or should I put it like right here? And then break that. Because I have no idea what I'm doing or how this should look or work. I am only guessing. But it's working. So then I do just need those speed upgrades, don't I? Argue what? Literally, we're set up. Even if take accelerate the extraction 256, can you keep up with the 2x because the pipes don't allow them? Yeah. You're right. You're right, PT. 100% you're right. But currently, it's effective and works. And I'm getting latex. So now that I've used what latex I wanted, I'm going to put this back here. And we are going to kick accelerate that. Again, I'm going for more functionality rather than like, hey, this is the best setup, right? Okay, so how do I filter this? Is there a way to filter? Or should I just get more upgrades? That's probably a bad idea. Oh, I do get Nautilus shells. I'm looking for ink sacs especially. Also, I'm really trying to make sure this thing doesn't like completely fill up. Oh, I do get ink sacs. Okay, cool. So that means I do just need to filter it for those things. All right. Well, that was a bunch of crap that I mostly didn't need, but we've got now. So move these things back in here, throw them in there. Fill slots with what you want. Put some storage on top to filter it. Okay, so you're saying I should fill, because it won't put in stuff that I don't have in there. So if I want Nautilus shells and ink sacs.
Chef says, filter by just having what you want taking up an inventory slot.
Like that.
Crossfire says,
this.
I have to ask since I was distracted, but did you plug the other extractors?
These guys? Block placers, extractors? Everything's plugged in, yeah. Should be. And then that's still making our dry rubber. So you're saying just do it like this, and then just get some more Nautilus shells, and then spread those out too? Yeah, I think you can buy the squid spawn eggs, but this is a lot simpler. Never mind, they're placers. You can. Okay. But then we just keep tick accelerating this. And then hopefully you get more Nautilus shells. There they are. There's a couple more coming through. And then I really just want to get the upgrades in here so we get a lot more of those, right? When it fills up, it'll just continue to add to those stacks. But I hear what you're saying. It's not going to be a perfect solution forever. But for getting started, we may just fill the whole thing up with Nautilus shells. I don't know. Oh, it's light outside. Looky there. The sun has risen. All right, so most of this stuff I don't need in there anymore. Put a full line of both of those, and then I don't care about the top one. It can be whatever it wants to be. So put the rest of this back in here. Yeah, I put my time in a bottle in there. Snag that back out. Hey, the XP is working again. I now have 225 XP. That's wild. Fill it with cobble? The extra stuff with cobble? I'm hoping to half ink sac, half Nautilus shell it here in like 2 seconds. So if I do that, and then that, and then speed it up, to make a ton of what we want. Is that correct? Or the sum of what we want? It is using quite a bit of power though. So let's grab, what are the upgrades, right? Industrial foregoing. These guys, the processor add-ons. So we got speed tier 1. Should have all of those things already. Speed tier 2. Efficiency tier 1. efficiency tier 2. Look at the processing ones as well. And I should have all of the stuff I need for all of those, with the exception of the latex that we are using for stuff, which we can now continue to build up real quick. Hey John, how much time do you have in your time in a bottle? I think it was like 6 hours earlier.
Hey John, how much time do you have in your time in a bottle?
Almost 7 hours. Oh, you'll need some other stuff for breaking. Always start with tier 2. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Doesn't it take the tier 1 to make the tier 2 though? So if I were to grab efficiency, so if I just grab one of each of the tier 2s here. Efficiency tier 2. And then speed tier 2. And then I sped this guy up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. In here, throw all 3 of those. That should go a lot quicker now, right? Oh, I didn't need the tier 1s at all. Oh yeah, do you have to have a tier 1 to make the tier... Well, no you don't. Not if you use the other crafting recipe. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even bother to stop and look. Okay, now do we have the other add-on? Or did those get removed? Oh, we do have them. We have them for sure. Our soul surges in the To the Sky version. I don't see them. It doesn't look like they're here. It should be up to tier 4. Okay, sounds good. We can do that for sure. That won't be hard. Add on. We'll do that. And we'll do the encoding. Are they organized in any way? Efficiency tier 2. So add on. Do this. Then we're gonna start with speed. I got 1, 2, tier 3. Need pink slime for that, which I don't have yet. Also, I'm smelting all my ancient debris. So that one will be a little bit more difficult. XP juice I also don't have readily available. Sludge. Interesting. So these ones are still craftable. Jeez. I mean, we might as well make the patterns for all of them, right? And then efficiencies. We got the first 2, so we go 3 and on. 4, 5. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're up to tier 8, which is crazy, but it does look like it's pretty complicated to craft them all the way up to that level. That one was 6, right? Tier 6, I just need 7 and 8. And then that was efficiency, so the next one is processing. Which is kind of actually really annoying because I've got processing tier 1 and 2. Processing 3. And then I will need to make the one for the netherite gear as well. And then I'm also going to have to upgrade this pattern. It was 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and create that pattern as well. And then I'm going to create the extended pattern provider. And then turn that into the upgrade if I can find it. I think it's just an ingot of something with this. I remember correctly, like any ingot. Perfect. All right, so now I dump all of these in there. And then also dump this in here. See, I don't know, IP for starting university. Did you do the time bee? I've not done the time bee yet because I mostly didn't need it. I know that's why I set up a lot of the bee stuff, but then I realized that I really wanted to do the omega processing upgrades, which was going to require a whole bunch of other random things, mostly this marine fisher. But I kind of got on the like industrial foregoing grind and then stopped paying attention to anything else. So that's a thing. So there's that. Now, do these affect it separately? Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to take all of this stuff that we gathered, throw it in here, go for an omega. Let's see what we're missing here. Mega productivity upgrade. Draconic dust, honey bottles, honeycombs, and celeste gems. We're going to grab some diamond blocks real quick. Do I still have that up? I do. But I need some skulk for it. I can dedicate this. I'm playing on Image into this guy for the first time ever right now, and I'm on day 85. I'm not sure where to go from here. What all do you have and what do you need? Start working towards the star is usually what I'd go for. Fisher is not super efficient, but I think what it's going to help me do is create... I think the Nautilus shells is really what I'm going to use it for. I think I'm going to create the Squid Essence for the other one. Computer engineer over here went to Georgia Tech. That's crazy. Differential equations. That sounds awful. Fisher works fast enough since you won't have enough draconic chunks anyways. Yep, that's a good point. I'm looking for skulk. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do 3 sets of this to get the celeste gems, and then hopefully that'll be enough for a little while. Can't even figure out how to fully automate my sieves. I did that. We got the flux hammers going through everything, and then the flux sieves going through into these chests, and then dumping everything into here. There's a world... I don't know if there's a world download with this in it yet. But there's a lot of different ways to do it. And, like, if there's something in particular you're having an issue with, you can join with the Discord and ask questions there. And those people are... I mean... If I don't know a question, they always do. If I don't know the answer to it, they're incredibly smart. Why don't I switch to Vibranium? Because I haven't made it yet. Freshman English was one of the most difficult classes at Georgia Tech. Definitely a weeder course. Yeah, that's rough. That's wild for an English class to be that, because that'll be like the general class, right? That's not even like a specific to your major. Sort of one of those, like, everybody's got to take a biology or science or something. Sounds kind of ironic at a technology school. That's funny. Is there a way to make all your items go into your ME terminal thing? Yeah, absolutely. You can use like an import bus, sort of like what I've got here, where I'm importing all of my matter balls directly into my system like that. You can push them into like a storage controller, like I've got for functional storage, where I'm using the pipes there. There's a lot of different ways to do that. All right, that should be enough celeste gems for now, hopefully. And then did I want to go ahead and do the squid essence seeds?
John, still haven't forgot about that you made on the next mod pack after ATM 10. GTNH always wins.
Forgot about the that you made on the next mod pack. The bet. Oh, the poll that I did? Then from English. You might want to upgrade your ovens. So they were kind of struggling, but they've been holding on just fine. They haven't had any issues yet, and this third one rarely gets used. So I'm not like too worried about it yet. What I do want to do is real quick, I want to remove that, and I want to add it here. Ancient debris should go in here now, right? Because I want to start storing it. Okay, so if it's not going in here, where is it going? Because this should be a whitelist with ancient debris removed. So that means I removed something else, doesn't it? Looks like everything's fine. Ancient debris is here now. This, I want to add it. Item tag, submit. So that'll just put it directly in the system. But I need to create a spot on the wall for that real quick. Bingo bango. So now I'll have ancient debris. That's a blacklist. That's so unfortunate. How am I going to get it out of there? Check Discord, put in the stream, let them see. What am I checking on Discord? Oh, absolutely not. We're going to ignore that. That never happened. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. You need to connect with cables or wireless connector. I don't know how I want to get it there. I could. I don't see an elegant solution here. I think pipes are my downfall right now. Because I don't see an easy way to get it into there. Because I do want it just in here. I don't even necessarily want it going into the 82 system. Pipe it from the bottom? Again, didn't see an elegant solution.
Says, tell them the truth. The audience must see the truth.
Still don't necessarily see an elegant solution because this definitely isn't it. So the truth is I did do a poll to see what mod pack I should play next.
Effect Ray Chef says, wow, the Greg Tech hate is insane. It's just a very large, very cool tech mod.
It is a very large, very cool tech mod. I gotta agree with you there. I would get burned out playing it, and then I wouldn't want to make content anymore. That's the only downside. That's the only problem with it. Okay, we'll do that. Do this, we'll do that. Then I'm gonna grab one of these. To be clear, I am so well aware that this is not a good solution to this problem. But I'm doing it anyways. Because it works. Alright. So with that out of the way, we could go ahead and make our squid essence seeds, depending on how this guy's doing. So just in general, how are we doing for power? Well, these guys aren't even getting touched. Beautiful. GregTech is more of an outlier in terms of how long a GregTech focus pack is. GregTech New Horizons. Yeah, it is really long. To be clear, I don't hate it. I don't necessarily dislike it even. Like, it's just another mod pack for me, but I would get so incredibly burned out playing it that I legitimately probably would stop. I hope that makes sense. All right. So that's all done. This is out of the way. How are we looking here? Oh, that's actually full now. Very nice. I didn't actually even look at what all we needed for tier 3 or tier 4. If E2B Sky's Expert is fantastic for those seeking a challenge. I have heard that it's really good too. I was kind of wondering if they were going to do that for Feed the Beast Skies 2 as well. Because I thought that would be a lot of fun. Barely started GregTech and was like, yeah, a year of this? Nah, okay, so JR gets me, right? JR gets me.
P Crossfire says, if time is the problem then no worries, I'm here for the rescue. We just make a server and I can be on your team along with Effect Ray Chef and get. Effect Ray Chef
That would
says,
just take
try
forever.
Omni Factory or one of its derivatives. They are fairly short, pure tech, Greg Tech based packs.
Okay, here's the problem, Effect. All right, the one I played was Monofactory. That was what I played, and I still hated it. These guys expert my upgrade tech in it. I have one set up in power to the terminal, but all the items just sit. Studio Skydive Expert 2 would be a long time, if ever. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Add some upgrades to hold more latex. Yeah, you're right. Up. Make 3 of these real quick because they're simple, cheap, and easy. And then we will throw them on here. And then that should allow us to hold a ton more. And that is why I need the upgrades on there.
Effect Ray Chef says, Money Factory is pretty fun after MV when AE is unlocked and the factory begins.
Is it? Because I never got to that point, just to be clear. I quit way before. Like, I saw all the steps that you had to put in just to get an AE2 system, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. And I dipped. Yeah, we're going to do this for sure. We're going to max out the speed on all of these real quick so that they can just really get a lot of latex going, and then we can just leave it. Almost 200 buckets already. That's crazy. Join in the Discord and send some screenshots of your setup. We can help you. Yeah, I would do that for sure. No, that's not a setup. Supersymmetry is still in EV, not ready for playthrough. It's a fun pack when you have 4 people working on one base, else it takes too long. You know what? That might have been what we did wrong, because we did have 4 people playing, but it was not all on one base. All right, for now, I think I'm going to call it there. I have work that starts in 5 minutes, but this was a lot of fun, and overall, I feel like it went really well for a very, very early morning stream. We are going to start tomorrow, probably with the community playthrough of All the Mods 10. I'm going to try to get that server set up today, and then tomorrow is going to be a later stream rather than an earlier stream. I'll probably start at 5 o'clock my time whenever I get off work. But thank you guys all so much for joining. I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.